We are coming to you live from the beautiful Greater Palm Springs area here in California, and we are bringing you the championship series in the Acrisure series. It is the Acrisure Invitational Championship game between the Santa Clara Broncos taking on the Washington Huskies. Those two easily got by TCU and Colorado State yesterday. Congratulations to the Rams who won the third place game, but we've got more business to take care of now. Bringing you courtside here at the Acrisure Center alongside the Wizards analyst. She is Christy Winter-Scott. I am Cindy Brunson. Adam Johnson is the third member of our broadcast team, and we are so glad to have you along the way. These two teams we are seeing today were clearly ahead of the class as far as yesterday's competition went.
doubt.
What do you expect to see today?
Well, both teams were on point offensively, but who can challenge defensively in this game? That's what I want to see. Who can win the battle on the glass? The possession war is going to be at the top of my list for this one.
Okay, the Huskies are 6-1 all-time against the Broncos, but I tell you what, they're going to have to keep an eye on Adama Alpha Ball.
How about that?
He speaks 3 languages, and that's not his only skill.
Well, he speaks 3 languages, and he also speaks from the three-point line, especially in clutch time. He came up so big for Santa Clara. He only had 9 points, but it's not how many points you score, it's when you score. And his 2 threes back-to-back down the stretch broke the back of their opponents yesterday for the win. And on the other side, greatness personified. Great Osabor was fantastic. Look at his gaudy stat line, but it was the 7 assists and 4 steals that made a huge difference for me. He stayed in attack mode. He was hot, but he was also so cold.
Taking a look at the starting lineups presented by Paramount Plus. Keep your eye on number 10 for the Broncos, Carlos Stewart Jr. He had a season-high 18 points to get him into this contest. And Tyler Harris is a walking bucket for the Huskies. He set a career high with 5 made three-pointers yesterday on the way to his 2nd straight scoring effort of 24 points or better. It is Washington wearing the home whites. Their colors are purple and gold. Santa Clara will be wearing the road red, the Broncos colors red and white. We're getting set to jump it up at the center circle. Our officiating crew led by crew chief Roger Ayers, Terry Oglesby, and Tommy Johnson. What excites you most about this matchup, Christy?
Oh, the interior play right there. They're jumping it up right now. Tilly, 7-footer. I want to see the challenge inside. And I think it's going to be fun to watch the paint points and who controls the defensive boards.
5 on the floor for the Broncos. Adama Alpha Ball, Carlos Stewart, Elijah Mahi, Johnny O'Neal, and Christoph Tilly. And a violation will turn the ball over to the Huskies. Starting 5 for UW. Osabor, Iheanacho, Harris, Diallo, and Courtwright.
Yeah, Osabor leads the Big Ten in rebounding with just under 11, but also steals.
Nice job underneath. Zoom Diallo, the freshman sensation out of Tacoma, Washington. And he was cleaning up the mess.
And that's why I said it's going to be such a defensive effort by both teams. And who can control the paint points? Who can contain the paint defensively, but who can attack that area and finish at the top?
3 on the way. Tilly gets it done.
Yeah, don't forget about Tilly. I just said he was a 7-footer, but he can shoot the triple at a 36% clip. So at 7 feet, you can't just say, okay, we got to shore up the paint. We got to get him because he can stretch the floor as well.
Broncos with the early 3-2 lead off the bounce. Courtwright doesn't connect, but there's great.
Well, Tilly had to rotate over to contest that shot, and that freed up that weak side for great, to be great on the glass and get the deuce.
Adama Ball could have been whistled for steps there, was not.
Those toes didn't get a good grip with that pivot foot.
Shot clock getting low. Ball recognizing, bouncing, another triple try. Hoop wouldn't have it.
They're going to try to get Osborne in those pick and roll, pick and pop situations on the outside.
Down in a heap goes great. Bucket is good by Diallo again. Former Tacoma Curtis High School star. Highest rated recruit in 5 years for the Husky program led by Danny Sprinkle.
A new coach this year. His first year with the Huskies.
Osibor trying to play bully ball. Tilly up to the challenge. 3 on the way by Harris. Rims out.
Well, Harris is going to get those looks, and he is very good at knocking in the triples as well. Shooting 50% from 3.
Huskies have the lead 6-3. All of those 6 points coming via second chance opportunities. O'Neal, oh, that's wet.
How about that one? And he's only 18% from 3, but that one looked pure in terms of his mechanics. But it's the spacing that Santa Clara has displayed early on in this game that has afforded those clean looks from range.
We're tied at 6. 16 and a half minutes to go here in the first half of play. Osibor flips it over. Court right in the corner, off the bounce. Earns a trip to the free throw line. Danny Sprinkle in his first season with the University of Washington. And he is trying to get this program back to where it used to be dominating Pac-12 play, now a member of the Big Ten.
Yeah, that second half was amazing yesterday. After being down 2 at halftime, they came back like gangbusters, so there was a lot of readjusting at halftime. They scored 47 points in the second half, shooting at a 58% clip.
And Herb Sendek in his 9th season leading Santa Clara. 5 NCAA Division I programs have top 20 picks in the 2022 and 23 NBA drafts. Santa Clara joins Baylor, Kentucky, Duke, and Kansas in that conversation.
How about that? And it's based on their defensive effort. And yesterday they held TCU to 1 of 17 from 3, and 35% overall. So it's about their defense. Yes, they can score the ball, but their defense has been staunch.
Huskies trying to push pace. Osibor leaving it for Diallo, who has his shot blocked.
Oh, I thought he was good on the left side. He took it to the strong side where all the defense was.
16 minutes to go in the first half. Huskies leading by 1. Off the bounce, the step through, and 1 opportunity. Terrific take by Elijah Mahi.
You could see there was some disjointedness defensively there by Washington. But when you sniff it out and you know that you have an advantage, the defense is broken down, no one's there to rotate, easy money at the rim.
Soft drinks are just a buck at Wendy's. Any size, anytime. 3 p.m. Dollar Fanta, 10 p.m. Sprite, 7:46 a.m. Coke. You're so free. Dollar soft drinks, any size, gotta be Wendy's.
Swipe.
Hope you brought coffee.
The December to Remember sales event. Get offers on select models.
Building Brothers Construction, a fierce and expanding fleet. Their motto, build it, they will come.
Nope.
Not really ours. What? The Pearsons, 2 kids, 1 dog, and a fish.
Awesome.
Like they say, from a smaller house to a baller house.
We never say that.
At Wonder Unlimited, things are looking up.
Acrosure, business and insurance solutions to help move you onward and upward.
How's the weather up there, Carol? Weather up there.
Get off that couch and come to Old Navy for holiday styles and steals.
Have you heard? Deals are popping. Spread the word. Prices dropping. We've got styles that slay. So get on your way. Stop by your Old Navy store today.
Some people just know they can save hundreds on car insurance by checking Allstate first.
Who's ready for my famous charred duck?
Like, to check the mascot first before bringing food to a tailgate. So check Allstate first for a quote that could save you hundreds.
Karen's about to retire. Here's what's going into her retirement.
There's us. She raised us on our own.
10 years as my roller derby wife.
3 schools she's opened.
She's a mother.
I think we turned out all right.
She's a friend.
Our mothers could tell stories.
She's a teacher.
She may be retiring, but she's not done.
I'm never gonna stop.
Retirement is the sum of your life's work. Now what? Get income for life and protect your life's work with Prudential.
Welcome back to the Greater Palm Springs area, where we are bringing you the Acrisure Series Acrisure Invitational Championship game. A reminder, you can cheer on your favorite college basketball squad with officially licensed fan gear. For the best selection of team apparel and accessories, head to shopncaasports.com today. Time to check in with the third member of our broadcast team. She's our sideline shorty, Autumn Johnson.
Hey, you guys. Well, we have our eyes set on Great Ossipor and also Christoph Tilly down low. So I want to give you a little background story on Christoph. He didn't discover basketball until he was 9 years old. Christoph and his friends didn't have a real hoop or a ball, so they made a hoop themselves and played on it outside of their garage. He was born in Germany but moved to Chile when he was 6 years old. He returned to Germany and was playing there when Santa Clara discovered him. And I asked head coach Kurt Sindek, what did you see in him? He immediately said he caught his eye because he was skilled. He was a mobile 7. He had a high basketball IQ, and he's playing the best basketball of his career right now heading into this tournament.
Thanks so much, Autumn. He's enjoying that ball. 3 ball.
Yeah, I like that, a mobile 7. yeah, Autumn.
15 minutes to go here in the first half of play. Santa Clara on top, 11-7 off the bounce. Diallo denied and wanted a foul call, didn't get it.
Let's see what they're going to try to get into here. You see Santa Clara, they've done a really good job of sharing the basketball and making the extra pass. It's almost like a matchup zone that they're facing that Washington has presented.
Cameron Tongue has the ball poked away, and it will turn over to the Huskies.
I like to try to identify what the defense is early and to try to see what the rules are. For when the ball goes inside, are they double teaming? And if so, what angle are they coming at? Are they coming from the weak side? Are they sitting down from the outside at the wing?
Substitution for Santa Clara as Cozy Akametu checks into the ball game. It's an 8-1 run for Santa Clara. Huskies trying to force the action inside, and the Broncos have been ready.
They've been right there, a little elbow entry there to Ossipor up top.
Kai Mason rims it out.
Tongue did a good job there boxing out Ossipor, so disallow that second chance opportunity on the O boards, and that's what I'm talking about. That's good defense.
Bodies go flying and a whistle blows. Cameron Tongue can jump high. I don't know that he can fly, though.
He did right there, though.
So the foul is whistled against Mason, his first personal. And we're going to get our first look at Jake Greenspan as he checks in. 14 minutes to go in the first half.
He's from Germany also. And the influx on the Santa Clara team internationally is pretty fun to see.
Napper has just checked into the ball game. Brenton.
Good off-ball activity by Santa Clara, forcing rotations for Washington.
Shot clock low. Ensfinger's got to get it up. Leaves it short. Battle for the rebound. Tongue winning that battle. Tremendous effort.
Yes.
And then steps.
Too bad.
Cozy Akametu got a little excited about being wide open.
And that's when you have to just take a beat, take a deep breath, and survey mentally before you make the move. Know why you're putting it on the deck.
This Broncos team returns 4 of its 5 starters from last season and 73% of their point production. That's a big part of the reason why they're in this championship game.
Absolutely, and chemistry works both ways in the defensive end as well.
Tung had the ball, lost the handle, and Diallo's got it for the Huskies. At the elbow. Okay, young man.
Sizzled the nets with that one. Freshman showing some confidence in the mid-range.
Terrific take by Cozy as he finishes at the rim.
Yeah, solid jab step, fake to the left, cleared the landing for the right. For Washington, watch right here, freezing the defense. And that's just way too much space. You're going to give him that space. That's disrespectful. He's going to take it to the rack. Speaking of taking it to the rack, on the other side for Santa Clara, a deuce at the cup with some contact.
Ackerman's here getting it done, pulling and putting the Broncos on top 13-9 as Mason steps to the strike. The Acrisure Classic is brought to you by Acrisure. Find your advantage today at acrisure.com. So Makai Mason, a 56% free throw shooter, connects on the first as Washington is playing catch up here in this first half of play. Elijah Mahi takes a seat, replaced by Ball. Battle for the rebound is won by the Huskies. Good job by Tyree Diacho.
Oh, that's frustrating for your Santa Clara. You have the inside positioning on a free throw, and you can't get that one. You got to put a body and maintain that contact on the box outs.
Reidenbach has just checked into the game, and he is into the box score. Wilhelm courtesy, the great find by great Osibor.
Yeah, he had 7 assists yesterday, and he is a connector for his teammates. Great extra pass underneath for the nice soft baby hook.
The lead is just 1 for the Broncos. Off the bounce, Ball. Tried to wrap it around, and guess what? Diacho was waiting. Great. Osibor is kind of like a point forward as the point guard situation isn't quite settled for the Huskies.
Oh, boy.
And a block is called, and Akametu can't believe it.
Well, Osibor is one of many initiators that Washington has, and right here he's initiating some contact. The officials did not deem defensive positioning prior to that contact by Osibor. Oh, they're trying to sell it down in there.
I know. Reidenbach can't connect on the 3. The O-board winds up with the Huskies, and here they go again. This time Davis hits.
Yeah, a little dribble handoff, little shovel pass, and then a bump screen by Osibor cleared the space and time for that last triple.
DJ Davis giving the Huskies the lead. Cameron Tung has the ball taken away, and Osibor can't believe the whistle blew.
Well, great passes right here. Osibor with a little DHO, dribble handoff, triple try, snuggles home.
Welcome back to Greater Palm Springs, proud sponsor of the Acrisure Classic. Find your oasis in Greater Palm Springs. Oh, the views are picture postcard perfect at every way you turn. And with that, we welcome in the CEO of everything that makes this stuff happen. Scott Dixon, thanks so much for taking the time. I tell you what, Christy and I had never been to Palm Springs before this tournament. This will not be our last visit.
Exactly.
What is the easiest part of your job?
I mean, just representing this wonderful destination. It's an oasis. We've got thousands of hotel rooms, luxury resorts, all types of outdoor activities. The thing about the destination is it's always outdoors, always sunshine. It's beautiful. We're surrounded by the mountains, as you see.
Beautiful, yeah.
So there's a little something for everybody.
Well, it's very serene here, and Greg Williams last year decided to bring this event here for men's basketball, but this year you added women's basketball as well. How do you see this tournament and atmosphere growing moving forward?
It's been great working with Dan Shell and the team. I mean, we really want to make this area a sports destination, and this is really a catalyst for us to highlight what we can do here with this facility, the Acrisure Arena and the golf courses, health and wellness here with all the spas and the activities that we're having. A lot of people are moving to the destination. They're realizing what you're seeing, and it's just it's a place where you get that relaxation and that vibe that you can't find anywhere else.
CEO Scott White with us here. I know you were instrumental in launching this event a couple of seasons ago, both with Acrisure and Dan Shell, as Christy mentioned. But what is it about college basketball in particular that got your interest and thought, hey, we can really make this a big deal on both the men's and women's side of the brackets?
I mean, college basketball is exciting. It's one of, I think, the premier sports in the country, and to be able to have it in our destination is exciting. And how do we grow that? This arena was the catalyst for that. Oakview Group built this 2 years ago, so we really wanted to, capitalize on this opportunity. They designed it in a way that there's no bad seats. All the seats are great views. It's acoustically excellent from the standpoint for concerts and other events. But we really want to use this tournament and to expand on that in the future to attract other events into the destination. So it was important for us. And I think our community loves sports, and so they're embracing it, and they're starting to get used to and understand what this means for the destination as well.
What's the best part about this opportunity for teams? So if teams are watching this tournament right now and maybe, hey, maybe next year we'll do it, what would you say to those coaches who want to decide to come here next time?
Well, Palm Springs is an easy place to get to. Our airport, if you flew in, has easy access from 30 destinations. It's great experience as far as the resorts, the atmosphere, the ambiance. It's an overall just a great experience. I know that we have a lot of the teams over at La Quinta Resort, so that vibe of having 16 teams together at one location, kind of on that low-rise, spread-out grounds, experiencing the pools and all the atmosphere of the great things that is being offered there. I think it just creates a unique experience.
The CEO, Scott White of Visit Greater Palm Springs, is the guy to know. We saw TCU out on the golf course yesterday, getting some work in before they came to the arena. I feel like everywhere I turn, there's a great track of 18 holes.
There's great golf, but what we also have now is we have 2 surf parks. We have the Palm Springs Surf Club that opened early this year, so if you want to surf, you can go surfing, perfect waves. And then we have the Palm Desert Surf experience happening in 2026, so that's opening up, so surfing's happening. And we also are home to the BNP Paribas Tennis Tournament, which is in March. So we have tennis, we have 2 golf tournaments, the American Express in January, which is host of the PGA, and then we have the Senior Championship in March, which is the Gallery Classic. So lots of different events are happening, and they're growing, and I think we're becoming more popular. I think people are realizing that they want to be in these environments where it really has not only the beauty, but that health and wellness aspect of it. Clean skies, clear skies. We're next to Joshua Tree National Park, so lots of hiking, over 100 hiking trails nearby. And then, great shopping, great dining. Everybody likes to dine outside, to be outside. I think people leave here recharged, rejuvenated, relaxed, and get back to the cities or wherever they're living. But when they come here, it just really gives them an opportunity to just become healthier, feel healthier, be healthier, and really take it all in. Soak up what we call the oasis.
Yeah.
And it really is an oasis.
I call it woosah, because that's what every day I wake up and I look out the window, I'm like, woosah. It's just beautiful. Just beautiful, stunningly so.
Heck yeah. Scott White, CEO of Visit Greater Palm Springs, with us here at the table. I think you might have one of the easiest jobs ever selling this place. What's the biggest change you've seen from year 1 to year 2 for this Acrisure series?
I think we're more teams, obviously. This tournament's bigger, adding the women's component of it. We want to continue to expand on that. And I think greater awareness by the other teams, but also the fans and the families. I think that's one of the things that makes us different from a lot of destinations, as you talked about. when the fans or the families are coming along, they can really turn this into a true vacation, a true escape. You know, not just come for the game, but do all the other activities as well. So we want to try to combine both this experience of the tournament, but also add in all the other components of what you can experience here as well for everybody that comes.
And since moms control the pocketbook in a lot of households, how about that luxury shopping piece?
El Paseo has incredible shopping. If you've been shopping at an El Paseo yet, if not, you'll have to get the El Paseo, do a little shopping. And then our great spas. We have the #1 spa in the country at Spa Sehi, which is Agua Caliente tribe. So we have the tribal component with casinos as well. So if you like to do a little gambling, we've got 5 casinos in the valley. Spotlight 29 is one of the sponsors here as well. Great gambling, great entertainment as well. So there's a little something for everybody.
I tell you what, one-stop shopping. Scott White is on lock, the CEO of Visit Greater Palm Springs, as we have approached under 9 minutes to go here in this first half of play. When you wake up, everybody has an issue, right, that keeps them up at 3 in the morning. What's yours?
I live here. I don't wake up with any issues.
I think that's the best sell of all. What would you like to see moving forward for this tournament? I know you added the women this year, but what would you like to see next year and years ahead?
I think we just want to make sure that the event itself maintains a quality experience for the teams. That's important to us. We want to make sure we differentiate ourselves from other tournaments, that when they come here and they leave and they're talking to the other teams in the other schools and they're talking about how well they were treated, the experience they had here, the service, the atmosphere, all of that. We want to continue to expand on making sure that we can continue to add those experiences for everybody that is part of this tournament, and just continue to build on that and make it better.
All right, thank you so much, Scott White, CEO of Visit Greater Palm Springs. He's got it on lock. We're back with more after this. It is so awesomely beautiful here. Don't miss the Black Friday deal from Max, just $2.99 a month for 6 months with ads planned only. Offer ends Monday. Terms at max.com. 7 minutes and 49 seconds to play before we hit the half. Stewart's threes have kept Santa Clara in this game. He's hit a couple, but Herb Sendek and company need a little bit more as University of Washington has found its offensive footing and has the ball and the lead up 25-20.
Washington has done a tremendous job on the offensive boards, a 10-1 advantage there. And we were talking about winning possessions, and that's what it's all about. And that's why Washington has this 5-point lead right now.
Also, ball security. No turnovers until that one, of course, as I mentioned it. Stewart Jr. goes down in a heap. 7 turnovers by the Huskies that the Broncos have converted into 13 points.
Well, a lot of pressure here by Santa Clara shooting the gap, and that's what you're supposed to do. You see that basketball, you have to be ravenous to get 2 hands on it to go the other way. You can see the foul there, Stewart Jr. head to the line.
So Stewart Jr. going on a heater just like he did yesterday. Had a season high 18 points. He's got 7 and looking for more. The points off turnovers really helping the University of Washington. 7 Santa Clara turnovers turned into 13 huge points for the University of Washington.
And Washington is top 40 nationally in offensive boards and average 13 per game. So they're definitely going to crush that, sitting at 10 currently.
7 minutes to go here in this first half. Huskies being patient with the offense. Davis sees the shot clock is winding down. He's got to get it up. And the floater goes, but was it in time?
They want to make sure, but it looked good from our angle. He started that drive with about 3 seconds left and got right into that dunker spot in the short corner pinch post area, and that's definitely out of his hand. It felt like that. But you got to shoot a floater. If you go jump shot there, that guide hand may get a piece of it. But you got to choose your shots. He's like, count that.
DJ Davis leads the Huskies with 8 points. And let's check in with Adam Johnson.
Well, with Coach Sprinkle's first year, he's got a talented roster full of impact D1 players from all over, ready to make an immediate impact. And with a new roster, new conference, new staff, Coach Sprinkle is focused on building strong daily habits. He said from effort and energy to being great teammates and being physical in every single drill, every single play, these are our non-negotiables, and his staff is relentless about enforcing them every single day.
Thanks so much, Autumn. And to that point, Washington has forced 8 Santa Clara turnovers.
Well, I love that. You know, it's all about your culture in the locker room and who's going to be repeating what you said.
Woohoo! Zoom. Get it. Highest rated recruit in 5 years, a Washington Gatorade Player of the Year. Santa Clara can't answer, and the Dogs are on the run.
They can get some touches down inside. Great Osibor in the pick and roll situation. They tried it right there to no avail. Good release by Osibor up the lane line. And you can see he wanted a touch and didn't get one on that possession as Davis is off the mark from 3.
6 minutes to go in the first half. Washington on top 29-22. Largest lead of the game for the Huskies, 9 just a few minutes ago.
Look at Diallo between the legs, gets right to that nail extended above the free throw line area and knocks in a nice and smooth deuce.
The great thing about Diallo is he prides himself in being a two-way guy. So he's not just about the offense. He'll get down in the stance and bang and get you what you need defensively.
Well, he's a winner, right? He won 2 state titles in high school, and that breeds confidence. So you know that the work that you're putting in is a benefit for your entire team. So he's bringing that kind of basketball acumen to his freshman campaign.
Tilly working hard down low and comes up empty, and he's got a bloody nose. We might have a stoppage of play as his beak is bloody. Court right off the window.
I don't think anyone recognizes it yet, but
I know he does. He
nice
keeps
finish,
wiping it.
But the officials need to take a peek at that.
Ball thought about the 3. Tilly trying to post up. He's got the smaller court right on him. Kicks it back out. Ball for 3. Short. Stewart Jr. tracking down the rebound. Tilly stepping through. Oh, what a finish.
Usually, when you're a 7-footer, you don't have the float game in your skill set. But
and because the move was pretty and everybody watched, the officials now recognize that his nose is bloody.
Yeah, they looked at him because...
And Zoom Diallo pointing out some blood on the floor as well.
Well, this is when it occurred. Tried that rip move to the baseline drop step and got hit across the face. Inadvertently, I mean, he ran into the arm. Caught him in the nose. His nose is bleeding there. Yeah, he's gonna keep going. And now watch the float game. 7-footer, no problem. We'll float that in. A 7 with mobility. That's what our Autumn Johnson reported on.
Heck yeah. And that ended a 6-0 run by the University of Washington. And now we have got all kinds of cleaning products out on the surface to make sure it's safe to play on.
That's what I'm saying. The contamination component was missed there when you said that he had the bloody nose. They went about 2 possessions more. But it's difficult because they have on a dark red uniform. So.
A reminder, the red, white, and blue look to close out the year in style in a heavyweight matchup across the pond. Watch England against the United States women's national team tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern on TNT and stream on Max.
How about the Orlando Pride winning the championship over the Washington Spirit?
Oh my God.
Very sweet with Turner mom.
Great. Osibor passing up what might have been a dunk because there was nobody there, and it will be Broncos basketball.
Yeah, he needs to stay aggressive, and I know he's not clicking on all cylinders. Just 2 of 8 right now for 4 points for great Osibor, and 3 assists, 3 boards. But if you can catch a body, go catch one. And he was wide open right there. That rotational defense was most certainly going to try to come over and thwart his efforts to score at the rim. But you got to test him.
Osobor, the only player in the nation with multiple 6-steal games coming into this one. A little more than 4 minutes to go. Oh, a tough take denied at the rim.
I like that two-player action.
Davis bouncing. Another pass, great with the finish. Beautiful ball movement by the Huskies.
Yeah, and Osobor had to go to the second side to get that one completed because there was a log jam on the strong side. Smart decision.
4 minutes to go in the half. Ball. Oh, what a nice little finish.
Yeah. But that was smart also. Lift the shot blocker off the ground. And now he can set that drag screen on the other end offensively for his teammates, try to get loose.
Diallo's going to earn another trip to the free throw line. He's got 8 points and 3 rebounds, and he'll look to add to that total in a bit.
Great Osobor right here making the proper read, getting to the second side for the sweet smooch off the window on the reverse.
December 20th and 21st. Watch all the action unfold on ESPN, ABC, TNT, and Max. Zoom Diallo has already eclipsed his scoring total from yesterday where he had 7. How is he getting it done, Christy?
Well, number 9 came into this game averaging 9 points. He has 8 right now, and he has just done it in a myriad of ways, getting to his sweet spot with the dribble drive, surveying with composure. And that is not like what every other freshman in this country is doing. He is primed, he is ready. It has been a seamless transition as a freshman for him to come in and not only impact the game, but make a statement for himself as he continues to evolve as a student athlete.
As you watch his game, because you know he wants to get to the next level, do you see shades of Drew Holiday?
I do, and I love his shiftiness, but I also love the way he clamps down and locks it in on the defensive end. He's in a stance. He's never a beat late. He's always on the move on the flight of passes. So he's ahead of the curve in a lot of ways with his skill set.
Diallo just a 62% free thrower. Rattles home the first one. His career high, 12 points. And he's closing in on that right now. Sinks a pair. Washington up 35-26, 3.5 to go here in the first half. The issues for the Broncos are easy to see. They've got 13 more turnovers than the Huskies. They have only 2 second chance points, and the Huskies bench is winning that deal 16-3 as well.
Yeah, and it's going to be a battle, right, in terms of getting paint touches and paint finishes. And right now, Washington has a 16-10 advantage in paint points, and that's pretty much the differential in this ballgame.
Diallo kicks it out. Makai Mason back into Osobor, but a little too strong.
Yeah, don't lead him away from the basket. He had a seal with Tilly sitting on his back, and if you're a post player, you're working hard to get that seal. You want that ball to come right to your guide hand and not have to leave that seal to go get a pass that's away from where you want to go.
And Osobor is such a good passer. He's probably thinking to himself, I could have fed myself.
Yeah, well, you got some zone looks here by Washington, a 2-3.
Ball couldn't hit through contact. Good rim protection by Osobor. Off the bounce, court right, the bump and the buckets.
Really tough bucket here. Courtwright decides that he has an advantage, gets past his primary defender and challenges that second line rotational player and took it right to his chest.
So Louis Courtwright stepping to the free throw line where he only shoots 43% on the season. Rattles it home, completes the three-point play the old-fashioned way, and Washington has a lead of 10 with 2.5 to play here in the first half.
Washington sticking with their zone defensively here in the quarter court. Santa Clara needs to try to drive it to those elbow areas to soften it up, pull some defensive attention to the basketball, and then get a spray-out opportunity.
Shot clock getting low. Stewart Jr. triple try, no. O-board corralled And oh, what a beautiful no look for the finish. Tilly getting it done.
Yeah, great execution there. You can either get a dribble drive to that free throw line area. I call it the nail that's right in the middle at the basket line. Or get it to the high post player, which they did. It softened up the defense.
And then Asabor with the high percentage shot.
And let's go, right? Get him a touch inside. They missed out with the miscue on the pass in the previous possession. Not so much this time. Nice screen and slip activity and a banger at the rim for the dunk. But the little no-look pocket pass to Tilly on the other side was a thing of beauty. You love to see it. The connectivity was fantastically executed there by Santa Clara.
Asabor getting it done at the line for his Huskies. Largest lead of the game, 11 points for UW. Stewart Jr. into the corner. Mahi skips it. Jake Esminger can't connect. The O board is stolen away. The turnovers continue to mount for the Broncos. That's 16. Or check that. That's 9. And with that, we will step aside. It's the Huskies up by 11. Huskies with their largest lead of the day, up by 11. Christy, how are the Huskies getting it done?
Well, they've done a tremendous job of getting the ball inside, right? It's a 20-12 advantage in there. And second chance points as well. They have 10 offensive rebounds, but their ability to get 13 points off of those offensive boards, it's a 13-4 advantage on those extra possessions. And that's why they've been able to pump this lead up to 11 right now because of those extra opportunities.
Zoom Diallo off the screen, kicks it back out. A minute to go in the half. Ball is poked away. And a foul is called. Diallo getting instructions from his coach, Danny Sprinkle, as Asabor steps to the free throw line. Sprinkle has to be pleased with the efforts of his team here in this first half.
Oh, absolutely. Execution of the game plan is to get that ball inside and to pound the offensive boards. And then they also have a 15-2 advantage on points off of turnovers that they have forced. 8 turnovers have turned into 15 points. So those are live ball opportunities where they can get it and go the other way and take the life out of you when you're trying to get back in the game. Force turnovers and finish in transition.
Asabor splits a pair. The lead is 12, the Huskies' largest of the game. And Great said, I got it. And the official did not agree. So it will be Santa Clara basketball. "19 seconds on the shot clock, less than a minute to go here in the half. Another turnover for the Broncos. This is a Santa Clara team that comes in 1-6 all time against the University of Washington. And the Huskies look like a team rocking a 4-game win streak right now. Very confident, very comfortable.
Yeah, they're in sync with one another, and they have good rhythm and continuity on the offensive side.
Great, smokes it.
He's got to bang that down in there. Smokey Robinson on that one. Ugh, I know he wants that back. You can see his face.
Right? Shot clock is off. Carlos Stewart Jr. Little rockabye baby, little step back, toe on the line, but that's wet. Just a 2, but that is how the half will end. It is Washington leading by 10, 42-32, because his toe was on the line, and
yeah,
it was still pretty, I tell you what. So let's kick it over to our sideline shorty. She is Autumn Johnson standing by with Danny Sprinkle.
Coach Sprinkle right now, 15 points off turnovers. Describe the activity level that you're getting on the defensive end.
Yeah, we're doing a great job like guarding without fouling for the most part. And it seems like a lot of the loose balls, we're getting them the 50-50s, which we talk about a lot. And we've been able to transition, and we're actually making some layups tonight, which is nice.
Describe the tenacity on the glass. You guys have been able to capitalize on second chance opportunities.
They have been. They've made a couple, shots, which they're going to do. They're a good team, but we have to make sure they're not getting second chance opportunities. And our guys have done a good job boxing their guy out, not just running into rebound, which is going to be a key in the second half, too.
Thank you, Coach. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, Autumn. Appreciate you. At the half, it is Washington, 20 minutes away from an Acrisure Invitational title against Santa Clara. The game continues after the halftime show in Atlanta. Enjoy. Lots of fun here at the Acrisure Invitational Championship game, especially if you are the Huskies after the first 20 minutes of play, as we take a look at our game summary presented by Spotlight 29. Christy, what jumps out at you?
Everything for Washington. That says hustle. The paint points, 20-12 advantage, and a 15-2 advantage in points off a turnover. So if you can create high-level, high-percentage shots for yourselves, you're better off.
And if you get to work part of your holiday weekend with Christy Winter-Scott, that's also a win. I'm Cindy Brunson. Autumn Johnson is the third member of our broadcast team, and here are the Huskies working.
Well, the second chance points. You got to check somebody off with a body and maintain the contact, or else Washington will continue to feast on the interior. They have done a masterful job of staying composed, especially the freshmen. Look at Zoom knocking that one in from the mid-range. But it's been all glass work for the entire first half. Washington with a 21-15 advantage on rebounding, but they've also put a lot of pressure on the defense. They score it off their defense. They got a steal right there, and they come down, they stay composed, they get organized in the quarter court. You see Asabor right there with patience on the skip pass for a triple.
Let's check in on what's happening with Santa Clara. Here is Autumn Johnson.
Hey guys, out of the locker room, I caught up with the assistant coach Carson. He said, hey, we are getting hurt with turnovers and offensive rebounds. They have 12 more shot attempts than us as well. But outside of second chance points and points off turnovers, they only have 14 points in that first half. So it's as simple as that. We got to clean it up to finish out this game.
Definitely something to keep an eye on. The Broncos with the basketball to start the final 20 minutes. They're shooting the basketball better than the Huskies, 50% to 44%, but the Huskies are just getting so many more off those opportunities when they take advantage of the turnovers.
Yeah, it's a battle of possessions. Can you take care of the basketball and take some more highly effective and high percentage shots? Right, you just spoke to the advantage they have in terms of their ability to knock in their buckets, but if you're giving the basketball away, you have empty possessions, you can't pay it off.
Off the curl, court right.
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it will belong to the Broncos. Broncos looking to win an in-season tournament for the first time since winning the Cable Car Classic in 2019. I'm not a rocket scientist, but I think that was held somewhere in the San Francisco area.
Probably so. There's a high ball screen, a little rejection of that screen by Stewart Jr.
He will head to the free throw line.
Yeah, Tilly came up to get that high ball screen, and the defense shaded to that screen, trying to fight over top of it. Good job there by Stewart Jr. to recognize that and turn the corner to the left side to get downhill.
Diallo picking up the personal foul, his second. Stewart, he's just money, 85% at the free throw line. He tied his season high with 18 points yesterday, and he has got a dozen today. Preseason All-WCC is Carlos Stewart Jr., and he has been the one constant for the Broncos all tournament long.
Yeah, he brings the energy. He's an energy giver, and that's who you want on the floor for you.
Harris, so spectacular yesterday, kind of quiet today. Harris has yet to score off the turnover. Iheanacho goes down in a heap.
A little physical there. Everyone fighting for the 50-50 opportunities.
So it'll be Husky basketball. 5 on the floor for UW. Asabor, Iheanacho, Harris, Diallo, and Courtright. Harris, after 24 huge points yesterday, still has yet to put his name in the box score today. Great. Oh, nice step through.
And square it up with the 7-footer right inside Tilly. And walled off Asabor. But nice crafty footwork in there to serpentine and finish.
Tilly has the ball poked away.
Let's take a look. Basketball post moves 101. Sell it and finish off the window. Nicely done. Bring them inside and take them low.
Such soft hands for a big guy. Mahi denied. And the second effort is good.
And they need more activity just like that. Staying with plays and getting that offensive board to go is got to be something that they need to look for even more so. Send maybe another body to the O glass.
Diallo finds Harris. And Courtright will reset. 5 on the floor for the Broncos. Ball, Mahi, Stewart, Tilly, and O'Neal. Courtright with a head of steam. Doesn't make the lay-in, but earns a trip to the free throw line. Christoph Tilly picked up the infraction. Third foul on Tilly. The red, white, and blue look to close out the year in style in a heavyweight matchup across the pond. Watch England versus the United States women's national team tomorrow at 11 a.m. Eastern on TNT and stream on Max. Louis Courtright will head to the free throw line. Transfer from Rhode Island. He was on the 2022 MAAC All-Rookie team. Nails that first free throw. Things firing on all cylinders for the Huskies as they are 8 of 12 from the free throw line. Free throwing unkind to them a little bit yesterday, but getting that right today.
And can you take care of the basketball if you're Santa Clara? 10 turnovers, just 2 turnovers right now for Washington. And you know, that is a big difference maker in this game. 17-2 advantage now on points off of those turnovers. That's definitely up for discussion at every single timeout until that gets better.
Huskies have led by as many as 12, leading 46-37. Mahi forcing the issue. UW has went to the free throw line twice as many times as the Broncos, so Mahi's trying to change that. Elijah Mahi, the junior forward out of Toronto. He started this weekend as the team's top scorer and has come back to earth a little bit.
He had 13 yesterday on 5 of 12 shooting from 2. Made one of his 3 triple tries, and he's just a really good threat because of his ability to defend. You know what he can bring offensively, but I just think his versatility as a defender. You see that Santa Clara likes to switch 1 through 5, really. Tilly can get out and guard, but he's not even on the court right now. So these 5 on the court can switch 1 through 5.
Pass goes awry as Asahor and Asabor, rather, she tried to say, and Harris were on the same page.
See Washington sticking with their zone defense, 2-3, but they've extended it above the break, which is the top of the three-point line at the top of the key.
Mahi calling for the screen. Shot clock getting very low. Woo! Tickle the twine, Mr. Mahi.
Yeah, Mahi sized it up, saw the cross match that he had, and took advantage.
The lead that was once 12 is down to 4 for Washington. Diallo trying to go to work in the paint, and a whistle blows.
Elijah Mahi got loose, short in the shot clock, a little cross-match situation, challenging Asabor, and then he just drains that three. And that was a great read, although it was late in the clock. It may not have been the shot that you draw a play up for, but it was the play that was necessary at that time.
Sometimes it's not the how, it's the when, and that was needed. 16 minutes to go here in the second half. Aperture Invitational Championship on the line. Davis floating in another one. He's into double figures with 10.
See how far they extend this zone? Just a couple steps beyond half.
That attempt by O'Neal missing everything. It goes out of bounds as Washington has the lead 48-42 in our championship game.
He loves that baby.
My pride and joy. And wait till you see the other two surprises. A joyful bundle of 3.
3?
I was thinking of gifting one to each of you. I got AT&T's bundle of 3, iPhone 16 Pro with Apple Intelligence for me, and iPad and Apple Watch for you.
Get iPhone 16 Pro on us, plus iPad and Apple Watch for 99 cents per month each, and save up to $1,700.
It's here. Wendy's new salted caramel frosty. Rich, sweet, salted caramel? Caramel. Whatever. The iconic frosty with a salted caramel twist. Gotta be Wendy's.
Rated E for everyone.
At Ashley, it's not just Black Friday. It's the Ashley, ooh, I am so going to be the hostess with the mostest now Black Friday event. But don't wait, it's also the Ashley Get Your Hands on These Weekend Doorbuster Deals Black Friday event.
Building Brothers Construction, a fierce and expanding fleet. Their motto, build it, they will come.
Nope.
Not really ours. What? The Pearsons, 2 kids, 1 dog, and a fish.
Awesome.
Like they say, from a smaller house to a baller house.
We never say that.
At Wonder Unlimited, things are looking up.
Acrosure, business and insurance solutions to help move you onward and upward.
How's the weather up there, Carol? Weather up there.
Everybody's enjoying this Thanksgiving holiday weekend. You can cheer on your favorite college basketball squad with officially licensed fan gear. For the best selection of team apparel and accessories, head to shopncaasports.com today.
Oh, you love to see it. Oh, get it.
Yeah.
So good.
I
So cute to
love
see
the young
these
lady
babies.
won that little competition, walked away with a big old swag bag. The bag is bigger than her.
I love it. It was the spin for me. She must be in ballet because she
Yes.
just twirled right around, and I was like, hand me my bag. I'm done.
There we go.
Super cute.
Out of the media timeout, it will be the Huskies with the basketball. Washington also has the lead by 6. Hawks have led by as many as 12. Santa Clara chipping away. The Broncos with the lead in the second half, 9-6, as the Broncos try to chip away at this Washington lead.
Yeah, there was some zone there by Santa Clara after the timeout, and
you can see Danny Sprinkle's reaction. I told you this bag is almost as big as that young lady. I love it.
Put that one under the tree.
Third foul, or rather the turnover. And so the Broncos go back to work. Mahi waits for the screen. Off the bounce, stepping through, hanging, but can't hit. And it'll be Huskies basketball. Zoom Diallo pulls it back out.
Good reset trying to set that screen against the zone.
Wilhelm Breidenbach can't finish, but will shoot some free throws.
Breidenbach folded up like a lawn chair right there, but he's gonna head to the line and try to pay it off and get his deuce that way.
Senior forward, the transfer from Nebraska, originally from Rancho Santa Margarita, California. He was scoreless yesterday. And he now has 5 points today. Huskies getting contributions from up and down the roster.
Yeah, he only played 8 minutes yesterday and missed the only 2 shots that he took from 2, missed a triple try. But he has gotten more minutes.
There's a pair.
Osabor's out with those fouls right now, so he may see extended minutes at this juncture because of it. He's sitting in the middle of their zone.
Osabor with those 3 personal fouls. Triple on the way. Too strong. Davis with his head on a swivel, always clearing. Good rebounding guard.
Santa Clara is at 29% shooting team from 3.
Oh, Diallo rises and hits.
Wrong 2.
That's Tacoma, Washington. I'm from his town. Or I guess he's from mine because he's like half my age, but
that's all right.
And we do it right in the 2-5-3 is what I'm saying.
I see. But what Santa Clara can't do is settle for 3s or throw it away and getting trapped in the short corner.
Oh, Zoom couldn't finish at the rim. Harris smokes it. And another opportunity for the Broncos.
Just because you see a zone doesn't mean you settle for outside shots. You got to go ahead and try to attack those elbows with a dribble drive or a high post entry pass.
Mahi doesn't get the roll. That ball did everything but fall. It's a little 6-0 run for the Huskies as Danny Sprinkle is liking what he's seeing so far.
Well, that's where you want to put the basketball, right? You want to try to attack it. Put pressure on that second line of defensive rotation.
Breidenbach, no. And creates an opportunity for the Huskies to still have the basketball by throwing it off of a Bronco. What an effort.
Yeah, lay it on the line, but right here, ooh, Dancing with the Stars. A little in and out, step back, mid-range, long 2, 10 toes down, 2 points in. I think last couple chances on the other side of it and just missing on those bunnies. He's like, yeah, we were missing layups yesterday, and he told our Autumn Johnson we're making layups, which was good, but missing 2 consecutive is a little frustrating down in there. Gotta finish in the trenches. Under duress, you gotta put it in.
Breidenbach's efforts adds to another opportunity. Baseline jumper, no. And the Broncos have an opportunity to end the 6-0 run by Washington right here. Courtright gets caught with his hand in the cookie jar.
And he did the first time, and they tried it again because he got away with it the first time and then got snagged. He's like, well, they're not calling it. Let me try to get it.
Courtright with his first personal foul. Ball out of bounds on the side for the Broncos. This is a Broncos team that have not beaten the Huskies since 1977. It has been a minute. Nice lay-in. Finish at the rim by Brenton Napper.
Well, that's how you break down the zone, right? Get to the second side and then swing it and then attack the cup. Nicely executed there.
Plenty of time to go, just under 13 minutes before we crown a champion here at the Acrisure Invitational during this Acrisure Series event. Courtright, oh, the pocket pass, a thing of beauty to Wilhelm Breidenbach.
Look, he had his hands ready. Right there on the weak side slip.
Napper kicking it, 3 on the way. That's wet. Absolutely love it from Cozy.
Definitely a much-needed triple for Santa Clara.
Akamatu keeping the Broncos tethered. DJ Davis, oh, the hoop wouldn't have it. 12 minutes to go. Mahi denied at the cup. Terrific defense by the Huskies. Harris looked like he might have turned it over.
And the officials had both palms to the ceiling as to say he didn't have full possession of the basketball to make that call. Double drag action and 2 screens there at the elbow extended.
Battle for the basketball.
Oh my.
And then a whistle blows on a kicked ball as they ticket Cameron Tongue. And he appears to be in a little bit of difficulty as well.
Yeah, shots are beginning to fall. Pocket passes are beginning to be made and leading to high percentage shots. Really good stuff on the other side too. Number 3 for a triple.
Picture perfect scenery here in Greater Palm Springs. A reminder, don't miss the Black Friday deal from Max. Just $2.99 a month for 6 months with ads plan only. That offer ends Monday. Terms at max.com. UW is in a winning state of mind. A 4-game win streak since the loss to Nevada by 10 points. That was back on November 9th. Right now, our officiating crew determining who has possession of the basketball.
Oh,
and to get that time right.
Yeah, great hustle by both teams, laying it on the line, fighting for a possession to give their team an advantage. See the full-on sprawl.
Cameron Tongue doing all he could to get that done for his team because he's the energy guy. That's what he provided yesterday, and some clutch buckets and timely possessions. 11 points, 7 rebounds. That was yesterday. Today, just 1 point.
Yeah, but he's doing a lot of other great things. Just watch him off the ball, defensively number 1, but on the offensive side, he is a wall of a screener. He has a lot of screen assists in this game.
Great Asabor to Iheanacho off glass.
And Tongue challenged that right at the rim, but just a better offensive finish.
Iheanacho is bouncy. 11 minutes to go here in the second half. Tongue at the rack, blows the bunny.
Oh, that's frustrating because that's a perfectly placed pass leading him right to the cup. Just couldn't finish it. Those paint points, 24-16 advantage for Washington. Oh! Let's take a look. Asabor with a great pass, and then one more pass inside with a great angle. Right in there, and that's what you want, right? You have to take dark, purposeful cuts on that weak side to make things happen and beat the defender to the spot.
Asabor, bully ball, and gets the roll. The bump and the bucket for great.
Well, this is why you put the ball inside, because he is going to out-muscle you and get to the second side right here and swell up with those strong arms to get the bucket to go. Put the jacket on. Yeah, that was cold. Great Asabor coming to play. And right when his team needs the momentum swing.
Tongue picking up his 4th personal foul, so he is on the bench for the Broncos. Asabor hits the free throw and will take a seat for more on Great. Let's check in with our great sideline reporter, Adam Johnson.
Well, for those folks at home wondering where Great got his name from, when his dad found out he was having a son, he kept saying, God is great, and Great just stuck to him. But don't worry, Great doesn't feel the pressure of living up to his name. He's just focused on being himself, and it just follows. Great is definitely living up to that and more. From an unknown talent out of England during COVID to one of the top players in the country, top rebounders as well. He's done it with Coach Sprinkle by his side. 3 different stops. They're trying to make the successful way with each other.
I love to see that. Absolutely. Thanks so much for that, Autumn. Asabor on the bench with 15 points to go along with 4 big rebounds and 4 assists. Mason, oh, kissing it off the window.
Oh, smooth move, laying it out and gliding to the rack, and that's what Washington has done well this entire game, attacking and finishing inside the painted area.
The lead back to 11. Santa Clara had cut the game to just 2 possessions about 5 minutes ago, but the Huskies have extended. The bench play has been sensational.
It's been a solid team effort for sure. Take a look on the other side. You see Mason attacking the closeout. No one's there to disrupt or give him resistance at the rim. So he's just gonna glide his way nice and smooth as easy. And you can get downhill like that.
Taking a look at that bench point advantage, 24-11.
Well, that's a big time difference maker, right? When you can have a seamless transition from your bench, and that was a walkout.
So Tilly whistled for steps, and the ball turns back over to the University of Washington as the turnovers continue to mount for the Broncos. 12 now.
The lower you get, the better off you are in terms of your body balance. You saw Tilly on that last play. He was straight up, locked leg. So if anyone bumps him, you're gonna lean forward with your pivot foot and travel with it like he did.
Asabor asking for it. Pass tipped, it'll stay with the Huskies. Plenty of time on the shot clock. Washington will start conference play earlier than they're used to. They usually start in January, but now that they're a member of the Big Ten, conference play will start December 3rd at UCLA.
A very nice finish inside by great Asabor. #1 in the Big Ten in rebounds with 10 per contest and 3.5 steals to lead the Big Ten in that category as well. So it's not just his offensive prowess that he brings game in and game out.
He leads all scorers with 17. Oh my, the step through, that was pretty.
Well, great Asabor has been great. Watch this right here, the basics and the fundamentals. The body bump, getting that spacing necessary to clear the avenue. You're too small in there to handle all that. Too small, baby.
Welcome back to the Acrisure Invitational, part of the Acrisure series. At the 16-minute mark and change, it was a 4-point game, the closest the Broncos had gotten. And then Washington created separation. How have they done it?
Well, they've been able to do a masterful job of attacking the painted area and also crashing the glass and getting those extra opportunities on the old boards. And they've also turned them over. And I think with Santa Clara turning the ball over a monstrous amount of times, 12 to be exact, they've been able to do their due diligence and paying that off in the open floor with 19 points off of turnovers. And that makes a big difference, and that is the gap. If you look at the score, you look at those possessions that they lost out on and gave up buckets on, not just throwing it out of bounds, but throwing it to live ball opportunities the other way. That is a big difference maker in games, for sure.
8.5 minutes to go here in the half. When this concludes, we'll crown a champion. Asabor has the ball stripped. Broncos 1-6 all time against UW coming into this matchup. Mahi cleans up his own mess.
You can see now the intentionality by Santa Clara to get downhill and get a piece of the paint. And it doesn't matter what Washington is doing defensively. They're trying to free up the avenues to attack those gaps.
Mahi has 13. Carlos Stewart Jr. has 13 as well. Those two fellas need some help. 8 minutes to go. And 2 turnovers in a row by Asabor. And Stewart rolls it in. That was a beautiful finish.
Taste of own medicine much? Right now, Santa Clara, the last couple of plays have gotten to their steal and score mentality, and they need more of that. They're gonna stack possessions that way.
DJ Davis can't finish the acrobatic shot. And here come the Broncos. A little 6-0 run for Santa Clara. 7.5 minutes to go.
Trying to get that high ball screen activated. The ghost of that screen, like setting it up to drag the defense.
Mahi dropping Asabor like a bad habit.
All he needed was a little hesitation to gain an extra step there to get by Asabor to finish
Mahi's got 15. It's an 8-0 run. The lead down to 5 for Washington. Everything was going right for UW until it wasn't. Zoom Diallo and Louis Courtright at the scorer's table to check in. That three won't fall. O'Neal thought about the three, gets it back to Mahi.
Trying to settle down here. Man-to-man defense by Washington, and they're switching.
Mahi. Oh, that had a heat check feel. It would not fall.
With that cross match with Asabor outside on that switch.
And Danny Sprinkle has seen enough of the offensive struggles, and he wants to talk to his Huskies.
The script has been flipped. Santa Clara on the move. Steal and score ability paying off with a deuce. And this one, a cross match. Taking advantage of it, getting downhill for the finish.
It's an 8-0 run. Let's check out our play of the game, brought to you by Acrisure. Mahi.
Yeah, he got dialed in and put that turbo step to get by Asabor and finish nice and smooth at the rack. And it was that first step that got him that advantage. And he got downhill right away. And he knew it too. He knew that that helped his team in terms of the momentum, but it's the high percentage shots. You don't want to, again, settle for those long shots when you don't need to. Attack the cup.
Mahi with 6 of the 8 Broncos points during this run. And we are back underway. A little more than 6 minutes to go before we crown a champion in the Acrisure Invitational.
Let's see what Washington comes with. Kind of regain the momentum that Santa Clara has taken a bite out of.
Scoring drought for UW, 3 minutes long. And the shot clock's getting low, and great Asabor didn't realize, and that would have been Harris's first bucket of the game.
Well, at least he saw it went in, but Asabor mishandled the basketball right here. You saw he lost possession. He was like, oh, handed him a grenade with 1 second on the shot clock.
So the scoring drought continues now, more than 3 minutes for the Huskies. UW almost comes up with the turnover. O'Neal is on the deck trying to call timeout.
That was close to a travel because he almost rolled with the basketball to avoid.
Slid.
Yeah, he turned upside down. You can slide, but you can't roll. That looked close to being a roll by O'Neal.
So off the turnover, it will go to the Huskies.
Let's take a look right here. Everybody's trying to get the basketball. It looks like football, though, right? It looks like almost a fumble situation. It's the roll away, but they had already whistled the play dead.
Yep. Diallo back to Courtright. Thought about the three. Off the bounce. Almost lost the handle. DJ Davis is wet.
That was tough. Step back to create the space and just cold with it from 3.
Davis now has 13. That ended a 3.5-minute scoring drought for the Huskies. Ball tried to throw it up, and his prayer was not answered. Huskies with an opportunity to add to the lead, up 66-58, under 5 minutes to play. Washington trying to win for a 5th straight time.
Nice screening action up top. Asabor trying to clear some space.
Harris leaves it short, and Asabor is there for the easy rebound. Easiest one he'll get all day long. He now has 5 rebounds, make it 6.
Unlucky. Unlucky bounce.
Inside to Asabor, denied. O'Neal right there, and Carlos Stewart Jr. has the thievery, and he can't make the lay-in. A lot of oohs from the crowd here at the Acrisure Center, because that looked like it was money.
Go DJ, is that your DJ? Oh my goodness. DJ Davis with a cold-blooded step-back triple. Oh, almost lost the possession, tiptoeing the tulips on the baseline, and then the sidestep. 4-3, that's cash.
DJ Davis with 13 points. The transfer from Butler as Diallo's at the stripe. The Acrisure Classic is brought to you by Greater Palm Springs, proud sponsor of the Acrisure Classic. Find your oasis in Greater Palm Springs. Diallo has 14. Huskies making play when plays are needed to be made. 4 minutes to go here in the Acrisure Invitational Championship game.
Clutch buckets and clutch stops. The offensive rebound still benefiting Washington mightily with a 15-5 advantage.
Mahi wanted a foul call, didn't get it. So the scoring drought that is 3 minutes long for Santa Clara continues.
Yeah, it's a one-and-done situation on the glass, and that's why that was stated at the very beginning of this game. It's going to be a battle, defensively #1, but rebounding is a part of your defense and disallowing multiple actions on the offensive boards for your opponents.
Great ball movement, got to get it up. And that is a shot clock violation. A once 4-point lead has grown again to 10. Huskies trying to seal the deal. Back to the Acrisure Center, Christy, who let the dogs out?
Oh, well, it was definitely DJ Davis. He has been magnificent in this game. A threat from 3, yes. Little handoff action, all he has to do is catch and shoot it. You got to find him sooner to disrupt that, get a stick hand in his face, run him off the line. If you want to, he's going to decelerate and get the float game going on the baseline, and you love to see that, but his name is DJ, but I'm going to go ahead and change that to 3J. He's knocked in 3 of those bad boys in this game, coming up huge for the Huskies.
So DJ Davis with 13 points on 5 of 11 shooting as Washington creates a little separation, looking to seal the deal and take home the Acrisure Invitational Championship. Want to shout out some great work going on behind the scenes. Producer Denny Blunt, director Brent Kristen, statistician Michael Brenner, stage manager JR, TNT Sports Stat Cheat Code Tracy Lynn Snyder. Everybody doing such a great job from TNT Sports so we can bring you this tournament. Stewart Jr. off the mark, and Diallo is there for the rebound.
Yeah, I concur. I mean, just exceptional teamwork by
100%.
TNT and the crew and everyone involved in this. It's been really a magnificent experience.
Top tier event. We talked to the CEO of Visit Greater Palm Springs, Scott White. This thing is just going to get bigger and better by the year. Harris buries the 3, and that felt like a dagger.
It sure sounded like one, too. All net.
Stewart Jr. answers. Anything you can do, I can do better. That ends an 8-0 run by the Huskies.
Some 2-2-1 pressure here by Santa Clara, trying to see if they can get that steal and score game going again, as they had a couple of possessions to go.
2 minutes to go. Shot clock into single digits. Diallo dancing with that basketball. Got to get it up. Diallo. Floater won't go. Here comes Carlos Stewart Jr. looking for teammates. O'Neal had to throw it up. Got tripped, wanted a foul, didn't get it.
Flat tire right there.
DJ pulls it back.
The Huskies with the momentum and the possession.
Santa Clara played better in the second half, but they have played even with Washington. And when you're down at the half and trying to erase a lead, you can't trade baskets.
Can't do that. You got to stack stops. They have not been able to do that, especially on the glass.
Washington winning this second half 29-28 as Herb Sendek and company were trying to beat the Huskies for the first time since 1977. Diallo, too strong. So he stays at 14 points. He is one of 3 Huskies in double figures. Carlos Stewart Jr. is a menace. He has got 20 points as he refuses to go away. It's a season high 20 for him. Welcome back to the Acrisure Center as we've got 1 minute and 18 seconds to play here in the second half. Washington on top, 71-63. What's the strategy for the Broncos out of that timeout?
Well, they've got to pressure, right? They've got to blitz or bring two to the basketball and rotate out of it and look for live ball opportunities to score quickly. And they've got to finish in the paint. They've got to attack. They can't go for threes at this juncture, or not that many threes. You only have 1 minute 18, and I know you want to get it quickly, but you've got to get multiple quick stops.
Ball security has been pretty good by the Huskies, only 7 turnovers on the day. And it will still be Husky basketball.
Let's take a look. A blitz on that initial entry pass is what occurred. And they're not going to go for the steal. They're going to try, they're not going to go for the foul. They're going to go for the steal first, which is proper.
So the ball goes out of bounds, and our officiating crew wants to take a look about who has possession of the basketball. What do you see here, Christy?
I see a scrum for sure, but we're going to see who touched it last. Oh, my. Is that off the hand of Mason? The thumb area of Mason?
It does. It looks like it because the line of demarcation is identifiable with that wrist tape.
And watch his right thumb is going to be the last thing to touch. And see the trajectory at the end of it went over to the side. So I think it's going to stay with Santa Clara after the review. Let's take another look at it. Yeah, look at the trajectory changed. And he was on the inside of that. And that other view clearly showed his thumb being the last to hit. Oh, here's a nice clear picture of it. Right there. Yep. Oh, yeah, clearly. Unless he touched it at the end. No.
So Santa Clara will have possession of the basketball, down 71-63, 1 minute 15 on the clock. The Broncos are winning the second half by a point, 30-29, as they try to make up more ground here in the game.
Got to get it in there quickly. Got to go for a quick score. Can't take a lot of time trying to size up an offensive set. Got to pull. He traveled, but that's all right.
Posey got away with steps, and that was the basketball gods just saying, no, you can't make that shot. Osobor was all alone, and nobody saw him, and
I saw him.
I know.
I was like holding my collarbone like that. Throw the man the ball and feed him his feast week and give him the basketball underneath so he can throw it down for emphasis. Man, you know, I would have thrown it to you great.
Tyler Harris stepping to the free throw line where he has been effective here in this second half of play. A huge three to create some separation for the Huskies. Leaves that free throw short.
And I get it, you want to burn the clock. You don't want to take any quick shots, but my goodness, he was on an island by himself down there.
Ball can't connect from three. Rebound put back by Ensminger is good. (71-65), a 2-possession game, 45.8 seconds to go. Strategy by the Broncos, obviously stop the clock, make the Huskies make their free throws.
Well, the Huskies in this early season, they're only a 60% shooting team from the free throw line, so that could become an issue in terms of the possession war here down the stretch.
Ensminger picking up his 4th personal foul as Louis Courtwright steps to the line. Courtwright has another opportunity to end a 7-0 Broncos run as Santa Clara refuses to go away. Leaves 2 at the free throw line. Here comes Santa Clara in a hurry. Carlos Stewart Jr. gets it to Mahi. Up and in. A 4-point game.
You could hear the bench for Washington saying foul. They wanted to make them earn it on the line. And I thought they did kind of.
There was a bump on his way.
Touches. Yeah. Yeah, they did the little turnstile defense right there. I got tagged twice. And no call. But that's all right. The smack. Yeah, hey, keep it moving. You got to go for the score.
Mahi and Stewart have combined for 37 as Diallo steps to the line. He's had a great day at the office. 14 points, looking for more here at the free throw line.
Oh my.
First one rattles out.
That's why I said 60% as a team for Washington.
Just 64% today, to your point, now 61.
Yeah, keeping that door creaked open instead of locked and shut.
Diallo splits a pair. He's got 15. And that ends a 9-0 Santa Clara run. 3 on the way. Too strong. And they're going to get ball. Wait a minute. No, the hook on Diallo. So it will stay right here with the Broncos.
Oh, man. Let's see what we have here on this last sequence. Shot goes up. Off the mark from 3. Oh, yeah, a displacement for sure.
Yep. So Broncos inbounding. Mahi doesn't get the roll. Battle for the rebound, ferocious. And it will stay with Santa Clara. Shot clock is off, 19.5 seconds to go.
You can see the entire bench for the Washington Huskies spinning their pointer finger around saying, take a look and make sure. Because this is a critical juncture for both teams in terms of winning the war of possessions. You can see the shot going up right here, and then everybody and their mom going up to get this one. That's tough to see.
Who do you think it was off of?
Let me see it again. It's like both of them hit it at the same time there, but it was right here. Oh, that's off of Washington.
Yeah, it looks
both
like
Washington
it is off
players.
Fortright.
Yeah, both Washington players, Harris and Fortright, were the last to touch that. Yeah. Oh, here's a nice view from up top. Right there. Yeah, both players from Washington touched it on left hand.
Okay, the lead is 5 for Washington, but it's Broncos basketball. Little 9-0 run made this thing snug. Mahi off the bounce. Spinning, too strong. Battle for the rebound. Mahi. And now the foul is whistled against the Huskies.
Coach Sprinkle is over there just imploring his team to grab the rebound. He bent down in frustration, saying, God, we got to come up with that basketball and stop giving them these extra chances. He is
I feel
salty.
you, Danny Sprinkle. I feel you.
He's hot.
Courtright picking up his second personal foul, sending Mahi to the free throw line. Of course he drains the first one. Broncos haven't been to the line very much, but they're efficient, 8 of 10. Mahi trying to make this a one-possession game. And he does. The lead that was as large as 13 is now down to just 3 with 11 seconds to go. And Danny Sprinkle needs time. Are you not entertained? Welcome back to the Acrisure Center, and the Broncos on an 11-1 run to make this snug.
Well, they have been in attack mode, and it's been a flurry of offense created from their defensive ability to get stops and their second chance opportunities. We've been waiting for them to get more of those, and now they're playing with some desperation. One possession game with 11 seconds left. Can they tie it up to push to overtime? We already had an overtime game here this afternoon.
And Washington just 1 of 5 from the free throw line, not helping their cause late. And is this a traveling violation or free throws?
I think they deemed the foul occurred prior to that travel.
Okay.
You could see Harris trying to put the brakes on, and he took an extra step with his 10 toes.
So Jake Esminger has fouled out of the game. That's personal foul number 5.
Take a look, you see Tyler Harris, the recipient of that entry pass. Ooh, that was really close.
Very close.
1-2 step.
Which is why I asked the question out
Yeah,
loud.
looked close. I think it happened simultaneously. I don't know. It looked like he tried to save it from going out of bounds.
Huskies 1 of 5 from the free throw line in the last 5 minutes. Harris drains it.
Needed it.
It's a 4-point lead for Washington. Harris can salt this away right here at the free throw line. He's got 4 points, looking for 5.
He's a 75% shooter from the line.
He rattles it home. The lead is 74-69. 10 seconds on the clock. Stewart Jr., long three. It won't fall. And great Asabor gets off the bench to rejoin his team because he is one of the best guys to get the basketball too because he's such a big target.
Send him long. Go ahead.
Asabor, the exclamation point. Asabor's got 19.
Oh, man.
And that will do it. Congratulations to Washington. Make it 5 straight wins for UW as the Huskies win the Acrisure Invitational. Final count 76-69. Washington improving to 7-1 all-time against Santa Clara and 6-1 overall. Your big takeaway, Christy?
Hey, my big takeaway was that big dunk, which was an exclamation point. Excuse me as I kiss the sky moment for Asabor. Oh my gosh. He was the difference maker, but it was a collective effort. I just thought that the rebounding, the second chance opportunities that they afforded themselves throughout the contest and sustained that level of attack, I thought that was a backbreaker and an X factor for sure. Even with Santa Clara flipping the script and trying to do the same thing and got themselves 1 possession away from possibly tying or getting over the hump. I think they just had too many empty possessions and it was too little too late in terms of that kind of effort.
There is Greater Palm Springs, or rather visit Greater Palm Springs area CEO Scott White with the big gigantic trophy and handing it to the Huskies. You know Scott White is enjoying posing for this picture because it's just another opportunity to sell the Greater Palm Springs area. What a tournament, what a 4-day span of competition.
Yeah, that thing looks heavy.
It does. And it looks like a most outstanding player trophy for Asabor as well.
Well earned. Leads the Big Ten in rebounds and steals. 10 boards, 3.5 steals coming into this one. But it was his offensive prowess that could not be matched by Santa Clara on the interior.
I can't believe nobody has snatched that trophy out of Scott White's hand. There they go. There it is. To the victor goes the spoils.
Look at that. See, the basketball could probably fit in that thing.
Right?
It's pretty big.
Up next for the Huskies, they open Big Ten play, rather, at UCLA December 3rd and then at home against USC December 7th. So they'll have this trophy memory in the bank, and that should give them some momentum as they open conference play in a new conference. But right now, it's all about being champions. Alongside Danny Sprinkle and great Asabor is our Adam Johnson.
Well, Coach, Santa Clara was able to go on an 11-0-1. How were you able to withstand that run?
Yeah, I think that's why it's a 40-minute game. Like, we did enough in those 40 minutes to be up at the end of the game, and luckily we had a big enough lead. You know, we missed some free throws down there at the end. We had they got a couple offensive boards and got some putbacks, so we got to clean up. But that's early in the season, and it's good that it happens in a win.
Absolutely, a win that results in the Acrisure Series championship. What did this tournament tell you about your team?
We got a lot better. We've continued to get better, and I think the teams we played, they helped us for the pace that Santa Clara and Colorado State had, and it really prepared us. And I'm proud of our guys, and we're applying some of the things that we're coaching in practice and getting better.
Absolutely. I know you're proud of the MVP over here. And great, holding up that trophy. You were able to impose your will inside. How were you able to dominate the interior with 19 points, 8 rebounds?
I mean, I did all I could, so God did everything I couldn't, man. Everything's up to God. All the highs and lows, you know, the season's long, and you start having highs and lows, but I prayed, my family, my teammates, they're all were there with me, and I'm just grateful for everyone.
You mentioned your teammates. It was a collective effort tonight amongst all of you. What do you think is special about this squad that can do something this season?
Man, I feel like they want to get better, and that's the biggest thing. Each game we're improving. Like we don't have to be playing our best basketball right now. Like I feel like as long as we keep getting a little bit better every game, good stuff will happen.
Game by game. Thank you so much for your time. Congratulations.